What if I told you Microsoft just dropped one of the most important Windows 11 updates ever, and almost nobody even noticed? No flashy launch, no big press event, no dramatic redesign, yet this update might quietly change the future of your PC forever. Welcome to Windows 11 25H2, the invisible update that's redefining how Windows evolves. This isn't a visual makeover, it's a total rethink of how your computer learns, adapts, and protects itself. Because this update isn't just about what's on your screen, it's about what's happening beneath it, where Windows is becoming smarter, faster, and more self-sufficient than ever before. So, let's dive deep. By the end of this video, you'll know why the 25H2 update might be the most transformative shift in Windows history, even if it doesn't look that way on the surface. What makes Windows 11 25H2 so special? Here's the twist. Windows 11 25H2 isn't a typical update. It's what Microsoft calls an enablement package, or EKB. Think of it like this. For months, Microsoft has been quietly installing pieces of this update in the background, through security patches and feature packs. Everything was already there, just waiting for the switch to be flipped, and now, that switch has been flipped. According to John Cable, Microsoft's VP of Windows Servicing, both 24H2 and 25H2 share the exact same foundation, the same code base, the same servicing branch, the same DNA. So instead of a heavy reinstall that takes hours, 25H2 is a seamless activation, a small package that unlocks an entirely new version of Windows, instantly. It's genius. No waiting, no reinstalling, no lost files. And here's where it gets futuristic. Microsoft is done with the once-a-year update cycle. Under the new continuous innovation model, Windows will evolve constantly. Features, AI improvements, performance boosts, all of them will arrive quietly through monthly patches, so your PC won't feel outdated halfway through the year. It'll feel alive. Always improving, always up to date. This is Windows' next evolution. Software that never stops learning. A smarter, more human start menu. Let's talk about the first thing everyone sees, the start menu. It's no longer just a static grid of icons, it's becoming personal. The redesigned start menu in Windows 11 25H2 uses adaptive intelligence to predict what you'll do next. Open Excel every morning. It'll show it right up top editing videos. Your recent files are now one click away. This is a start menu that learns your rhythm. And the visual polish? Sharper icons, smoother animations, and subtle transparency effects that make everything feel fluid, almost alive. Even better, your phone integration now works like magic. Calls, messages, and notifications sync more naturally between your PC and Android. Meanwhile, Live widgets on your desktop are evolving, more interactive, more customizable, and far more useful than before. In short, your desktop finally feels like a smart space, not just a static background. AI and security, the heart of 25H2. This is where things get really exciting and a little technical, because while everyone's talking about aesthetics, Microsoft has been quietly fortifying Windows' core. Windows 11 25H2 brings AI-assisted secure coding and runtime vulnerability detection, tools that let Windows detect, isolate, and block potential attacks in real time. Instead of relying on antivirus software alone, your OS itself becomes a proactive defender. Microsoft calls this an AI-driven security development lifecycle, meaning security isn't a patch anymore. It's a personality trait of Windows. And that's just the start. They've also removed old legacy code like PowerShell 2.0 and WMIC, two outdated components that hackers have long exploited. The result? A system that's lighter, faster, cleaner, and much harder to compromise. So yes, the biggest changes in 25H2 aren't the ones you can see. They're the ones keeping you safe while you work, play, and browse. This update makes your PC not just more powerful, but self-aware. Performance and optimization like never. Before let's talk performance. Every new version of Windows promises speed, but this one delivers. H2 introduces deeper hardware optimization for modern CPUs and SSDs. Boot times are shorter, task switching is faster, and background processes are more efficient. Even memory usage has been trimmed. Windows 11 now intelligently prioritizes the apps you actually use, freeing up RAM automatically when needed. Gamers, video editors, and streamers will especially notice smoother performance and fewer frame drops, thanks to the new GPU scheduler built into the latest kernel. And if you're a creator, you'll love the improved compatibility with AI tools and the new API hooks designed for next-gen Copilot integration. Windows 11 25H2 isn't just about keeping your PC relevant, it's about preparing it for the decade ahead. How to get the update. Alright, let's get practical. Here's how you can install Windows 11 25H2 right now. Open Settings, Windows Update, turn on, get the latest updates as soon as they're available. Hit check for updates. If your PC qualifies, you'll see the 25H2 update ready to install. If not, don't worry. Microsoft rolls this out in phases to ensure stability. So even if you don't see it today, it's on the way. But fair warning, Microsoft has already flagged a few known issues that may temporarily pause the update for some systems, so patience pays off here. And remember, you can always join the Windows Insider program if you want early access to the absolute newest builds before they hit the public. What this means for the future of Windows, let's zoom out for a second. Windows 11 25H2 might not grab headlines like Windows XP or Windows 10 did, but what it represents is far more significant. It's the foundation for a smarter, cloud-connected, AI-driven version of Windows. Microsoft is clearly building the framework for Windows 12, and 25H2 is where the transition quietly begins. Every single feature here, from adaptive AI to modular security, is part of a bigger vision. Windows that doesn't wait for updates, but updates itself dynamically. A Windows that's not just an operating system, but a platform that thinks, anticipates, and evolves. This isn't the end of Windows 11, it's the beginning of self-upgrading computing, the verdict and call to actions. What do you think? Would you rather have one massive update every year or smaller, smarter updates that keep your PC fresh every month? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to know where you stand. And if you're serious about staying ahead of the curve, if you want to know every hidden feature, every AI improvement, every performance tweak before it becomes mainstream, then make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here at Trove, we don't just talk about updates, we decode the future of tech. The Windows 11 25H2 update may look quiet today, but trust me, this is the start of something massive. Windows that thinks, a Windows that learns, a Windows that never stops evolving. The revolution isn't loud, it's silent, and it's happening right now. Inside your PC, stay tuned, because the future of Windows has only just begun.